You can read these books and never touch meditation, and you'll still walk away inspired with a sense of spirituality in your life. Number 1, The Alchemist. The Alchemist is the first book I read when I was starting my spiritual journey. It connects you into the meaningfulness of all the moments in your life. You can start to appreciate that even if your life isn't always going up or feeling smooth, that these are particular moments preparing you for something greater further on. And there's definitely a transition from the narrative story in this book into a sort of non-dual expanse, which if you're into non-duality, you pick it up. If you're not into non-duality, you will nevertheless feel inspired. My second book is New Earth. New Earth was the second book I read in my spiritual journey. Eckhart Tolle certainly seems to embody some significant, genuine realization, at least by my impressions. You really get the sense that transcending duality or stepping into that awakened mind, it's accessible right now. And there's pieces in there just to fire off your mind and make it look at things in a different way and open it up to the possibilities of deep discovery and meditation. Eckhart, again to me, seems to know something about embodying being or presence. Regardless of whether his manual is proficient, you can definitely learn something. Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Contextually, I believe this was one of the books that got quite a few modern day recognized meditation teachers to set out on their journey. It's a nice book to mention after Alchemist and New Earth because it kind of has the two elements those two books have going for themselves combined into one in this context, which is really useful for starting out on meditation and having an awakening. While talking about poetry, book number 4 is After Many Autumns. After Many Autumns is a collection of Chinese Buddhist literature. Again, it's a delightful read because they're all short poems spanning the history of Buddhism developing in China. And it's a collection of short poems of different Buddhist monks revealing their instructions or descriptions of awakening. And it's one of those books where if you read it in the beginning, it's mainly poetic, but then as you have more realization in your future, it's very delightful to remember back and think, oh, that's what they meant. The fifth and final is In Love with the World by Mingyur Rinpoche. This book is fun because it's made to be very accessible, but it is actually introducing you to one of the first contemplations of Buddhism about impermanence. It's really easy to read and enjoyable, but it's also, from some perspectives, starting you out on a formal practice or a formal journey in the Tibetan Buddhist lineage. You get to see how he meditates. Later on, there are essential ideas introduced in that book, which I believe would transform our society for the best if everyone were to spend a moment contemplating them. There's this applied impression of asking ourselves why and what we ought to do given the reality of impermanence. Also, to come in my recommendation series, I will be pointing us towards some more Tibetan Buddhism. So those are my starting out, getting interested in your spiritual journey. What do I do for meditation? It's more about inspiration, I suppose, than anything else. So today, this is just one video to support you in transforming your life through meditation and examination towards abundance. In part 3, I will be recommending resources to develop advanced meditation. Thank you for watching.
If Sonam Hani has helped you, please consider supporting for the benefit of others. Establishing a base engagement is the biggest hurdle for new ideas.